Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Justin. I want to thank you guys for making me a part of your day. This video, bringing you guys some geometry. So I did a noob move on the last video. I left the Algebra 2 book open, and I'm like on an iPad, right? So I didn't even know. I thought it was a geometry book, and I did an Algebra 2 lesson, but wrote geometry on it. But we're going to do geometry with the segment edition. So this is definitely geometry right here, okay? So this is gonna be real quick hitting lesson. It's gonna be on segment addition. Here's the thing: segment addition is important because what's basically gonna happen. You need segment addition for proofs, is what it is right here, okay? So we're gonna put M. Let me see. Do I got the highlighter? The highlighter in here? Somebody took my highlighter. Dang it. It better be here. It's somewhere in here. Dang it. Anyways, so what we're going to do is just some quick hitting lesson. Properties of segment addition. Okay, here's the property of segment addition right here is that if you have two line segments and there's a dot or point on the same line, the entire line segment, you can just add them together. Okay, so in this case, which I would use a highlighter for, but I don't have it because somebody took it, right? They want you to find line segment MP, okay? Since the left side's 5 and the right side's 16, all you have to do is add both of these together. So the answer for MP, line segment MP, is going to be 21 right here. Okay? That's all you got to do. So we're going to go with some quick rudimentary lessons. You know, I taught this lesson in class, and I don't understand how I could have stretched this into one entire class, or even a half class period, but we'll do it. Segment addition, if I'm telling you about addition, you probably already know what the next part's going to be. You can use addition and then turn to subtraction to find it, okay? So they want you to find RT, they want you to find that retweet, right? RT, left side's 22 and the right side's 22, so it's going to be 44. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, this is way too easy. Why are you even making a lesson? Isn't that pretty obvious? You know, when you've been teaching as long as I have, there's nothing that is obvious, all right? And it's not a bad thing. It's just that, you know, people don't know. They just don't know, okay? So because you can use addition, the properties of addition, they coincide with subtraction because subtraction is actually the same thing as addition. It's just when you add a negative on there, okay? So for this one, we'll use find xy. And then we'll write this as this, x, y, z. So it'll be 30. And students miss this. It's kind of a weird thing. I'm not going to break it down and use the algebraic property of it. I'm just going to do this, okay? So what they're saying is that they want you to find. You always got to look at what they're asking you for first, okay? You got to know what they're asking. That's the rule number 1 of public speaking. You know that? Okay? They don't teach you that in speech. I'm going to teach you that right now. Rule number 1 of public speaking, actually rule number 1 of any type of speaking where you're going to open your mouth and people are going to hear you talk, you got to know your audience. Okay? So don't go into the room with your speech all prepared. You don't know your audience, all right? If you're going to go talk to some people you haven't met, like you're going to go talk to a girl, you got to know exactly the audience you're in, okay? Because some stuff might not work. So what I mean by that, the reason why I said that is because before you even start doing this side right here, you got to know what they're asking you for, okay? They're asking you for xy right here, okay? So now, if the whole thing's 30 and this little chunk right here is 7, what you would do is you would subtract it. Now, they show the properties of addition, all that stuff, but I'm not even going to do that. So what you would do is you take 30, subtract 7, so xy would be equal to 23, okay? And you can check that because if you had 23 right here, right? 23 and 7 make 30 right there. All right. One more on this part, and I think they give you, there's a problem I really like. I really like this problem. Let me see if it's this section. Oh yeah, it definitely is this section. We're going to do both of those problems right there. I'm going to hit you with those really good problems. I'm going to hit you with the problems that you like. All right, find D. We'll do one more of these, okay? Know your audience. If you're going to go talk to a group of volleyball players, you got to know their audience. If you're going to talk to a group of volleyball players, they're probably all going to be tall, so you want to talk about stuff like that. Right? I'm a young guy, right? I go talk to a bunch of old people. I can't talk the same. You know what I mean? All right, so here's the thing. DE is going to be this little chunk right here, so we're going to find that. The entire side is 63. We're going to peel off 50. 63 minus 50 is going to leave you with 13. So DE is going to be 13 right there. Okay. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to hit you with 2 algebra problems. You're going to love it. You're going to like it so much. All right, so pause that right there. Going on to the next page right here. All right, all right, all right. Oh yeah, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Yeah. I don't want to write out the whole thing. 1, because I'm lazy, and 2, because my handwriting is terrible. Okay. But got that. Got that. You got that. You got that. You got that. Got that. V. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to read out the problem, and I'm going to put some markings on it in black, okay? V, W, X, Y are collinear, so they're all on the same line, okay? VZ, the entire, is going to be 52. Okay, so that entire part is 52 right there. Okay, XZ is 20. What else do we got here? Oh, and WX, XY, and YZ. So all these are equal to each other. And here's the thing in geometry, right? If I put a mark right here that says 1 right there, one thing right there, one little hash mark right there, and I put one little hash mark right there, that means those are equal to each other. They're congruent. So if it was 100 right here, which it's not because that's 50, if this was 5, this would be 5, okay? But this is all given. All that stuff is given right here, okay? What we're going to do now is I'm going to break down every single part of this, okay? We're going to concentrate. We can find something right now. I'm going to cover this up, okay? If this whole thing's 20 and both sides are the same, you should know what both of these sides are going to be because 10 and 10 are going to make 20, right? Now here's the other thing. If I told you this mark means that it's 10 and that mark means it's 10, you should know what this one is right here because by geometry denotation, that's going to be 10. Now that you have that, 10, 10, and 10, you should know what this one is, VW, because the entire part's 52. How much is left over right here? 22. Okay, so you have 22, 10, 10, and 10, and then that's how you would solve that, okay? It's actually a really long problem where you do a bunch of stuff, but we're not even going to do that. I'm not going to do that. All right, last problem for today, algebra problem. They are building a house behind me or something. I don't know what they're doing. EG, find, got to know your audience. Got to know the audience. EG. I'll tell you what students do all the time. They do all the work. They do all of the work. Okay. So here's what we have. You want to find EG. Here's what people do, or here's what students do, right? They find X and put the answer, which is like you do all the hard stuff and then you can't do the easy stuff. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. A lot of students are like, I don't even know what to do right here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use segment addition properties right now. You have 6 and you have X right there. Okay. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go 6 plus X because that's the segment addition property. 6 plus X is going to be equal to 1.6X. So you're going to have 6 plus X is equal to 1.6X right there. Okay. Now, a lot of students don't like this because what happens is that they have the 1.6, right? But you could actually do algebra because this is a 1 right here. And then when you have this 1.6 minus 1 is going to be 0.6x. Okay. Students still don't like this because of the decimal. I don't know why. It's not a big deal. Remember, if you do the properties of algebra, it doesn't change. That's why I like math. And that's why some people, I don't understand why people, I get why you wouldn't like math because it's difficult. But one of the cool things about math is that if you know the properties, it doesn't change. Like there's no opinion on it. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I think you divide right. Like you do divide right here. Okay. Like there's no other way to do this right here. Okay. So x is going to be, if you divide both of these out, it'll be 60 over 6. So it's going to be 10. Okay. So x is going to be 10. So a lot of students will be like, oh, okay, x equals 10. I'm done. Shut the book. But that's not what it is. Okay. What you got to do now is you got to take. What you got to do now is you got to take that 10. Right. We're going to put it right here. Remember, know your audience, right? If you're a dude, you're going to go talk to a bunch of cheerleaders, you got to know that you got to probably talk about cheerleading stuff or something. I don't know. That's a terrible example. But if you have EG, right? 6 and 10. I don't know. I've been in a lot of situations where people didn't know their audience and then it's like crickets and they're like, well, I don't know why it didn't work. It didn't work because none of those people agree with you. And you knew that going in. Anyways. So that's some segment addition for you guys. Threw in some algebra, threw in some denoting. Remember those. So that's 10 right there. Remember those little marks. They mean they're congruent right there. But other than that, if this video helps you, a quick little hitting little video, please leave a thumbs up and share this. I've been Justin. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.